Limiting beliefs about ourselves hold us in ego consciousness. In creator consciousness, there are no limitations, and our entry into realization of its reality is personally transforming. Our entire lives change for the better. We do not need to be attached to anything, because we can create everything we want in every moment. From fear, we can switch our focus to love, and we no longer provide our life force in alignment to fear and threats. We are completely cared for and are beyond negativity. We can realize it's in reality in the face of our eternal presence of consciousness, awareness with unlimited creative ability. Even without awareness of our creative ability, we are still creating the qualities of our experiences by our thought patterns and emotional attachments. This is our nature, and we can direct it intentionally. We can train our subconscious mind to align with the nature of our heart consciousness and work creatively with us. When our entire consciousness is in alignment with our inner knowing, we concentrate our creative power, resulting in immediate experience of our creative intentions. Each of us is unique, and we get to determine the quality of our thoughts and emotions in every moment. This is our creative energy, and it reflects back to us as the qualities of our experiences. It all depends upon how we feel about ourselves. The polarity and frequency of our thought patterns and feelings about ourselves and our conditions magnetically attract resonating energies in the quantum field. All possibilities always exist for us to experience through our recognition and feeling. Through our imagination and emotions, we can bring anything into our realization when we align in clarity with our intuitive presence of awareness. With the transition of your beloved sister into the light, the construction time of the light world project ends. A new phase is now beginning, the phase in which man will reap, and in which you yourselves will marvel at the fruits of your labor. A large circle is completed, a new large circle is created. Accompany the person you love, but who sometimes did not know how to help himself on earth. As before you love, feel surrounded by angelic powers and protected by the powers of heaven. No harm will come to either the travelers or those who remain on earth. What is happening is that everything is being fulfilled for the good of all, as it is born out of your loving hearts. Spend the last days on this earth with the person whose dwelling is ready in heaven, in gratitude for everything that you were able to learn, experience, and create together. Experience the anticipations of this journey and the happiness that this journey brings to the traveler. Now, we tell you this because we want to assure those of you who think that you might not be on the right tune, that you are. We also want to assure those of you who would like to attain certain spiritual gifts that you will, and you will have these gifts because you will use them to help all of humanity. Humanity can use all the help it can get, especially at this time in your history. And so, you are all being taken care of spirituality, and even those who have no interest in spirituality will have their experiences that help them to awaken. So you don't have to worry about your loved ones who are not awake. You don't have to worry about when you will have your breakthrough type experiences spiritually. It's all happening because it needs to happen, because it serves humankind for these things to occur. And by the same token, when you say a prayer for everyone, when you meditate for peace on earth, or when you see those who are being oppressed, and you desire for them to be free, you have the support of the entire universe and many beings and collectives who operate within this universe. And you will feel the difference in the people that you come across, and more importantly, you will feel a difference in the air. You will notice that all the energies are shifting and shifting for the better, because the time is now. You have come this far, and you are on the verge of shifting your consciousness as a collective. No one and nothing can stop that from happening, and those of you who are already awake choose to be awake. Because you wanted this particular experience of helping others to awaken and to thrive as they continue on with their journeys to the fifth dimension. Our divinity will now take the helm, which means our angelic assistance will no longer be necessary. But rest assured, they will be close by and are waiting for us to join them as our consciousness moves more and more into the other realms. There are some positive things to look forward to. The physical gravity that has crystallized our human stories begins to lighten. Old residual issues begin to resolve from this and another life. Issues such as physical imbalances, lack of abundance, guilt, shame, and feeling unworthy. The mind's fogginess begins to lift as we remember who we are. Every issue is distilled into wisdom by the Master within. As we detach from our stories from this and another life, the old issues are released. And I have tried to understand, to reconcile this concept with what feels real in my life, but I can't, at least not from my mind's perspective. The mind will never figure it out, but in our heart we know it is true. But in order to play the game fully, to stay in our roles, we had to forget who we really are, eternal beings. But now comes the time of remembrance. Now we can have it all the time if we choose to continue playing it and being our eternal self. But we are probably not going to want to continue in the game once you have reconnected with your grand self. You have no real interest in playing in the mass consciousness anymore, or trying to help or fix anything or anyone, because now you know the truth. It's all just experiences, all just stories, even the ones in which you feel guilt for not doing the right things in this or other life. As hard a concept as it is, there truly is no right or wrong. The truth is you're all just perspectives and experiences.